Okay, y'all, welcome to another episode of Beyond Normal with Mya Lamis. And today we have a very, very, very special guest. Okay. I've known this woman since we went to middle school together, actually. Fun fact. And she was balling back then. I'm talking about focus in the seventh grade, focus. I'm talking about she don't want to party with her friends. She don't want to go out. She don't want to party. She don't want to hang out at the park. She got practice. Okay. She was not playing no games. And that dedication definitely paid off today,
Yeah.
y'all. So welcome, Ezinne Kalu Phelps. Am I saying that right? I always mess it up.
Yes. No, you're fine. You know what's funny? So I added Phelps. So I'm the only Kalu in my family on my mom's side. And I added Phelps because that's my mother's maiden last name. So that's how I kind of like stay connected to my American family side by adding the Phelps. So, but my actual name is Ezinne Kalu. Like without the Phelps, I just added Phelps for Facebook. But yeah, that works. You said the name perfectly.
That's dope, though. You got to stick around and
Thank
stay
you.
connected to your people.
Yeah, got to, especially on Facebook. A whole lot of aunties, uncles, and cousins on there. So gotta stay connected.
And Kalu, that's what is that?
That's Nigerian. So that's how my dad is Nigerian, so I have my dad's last name.
Oh, so when you
Mhm.
played over there, you was like with
Yep,
family and stuff.
yep, exactly. Yep.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank
So
you so
we
much.
gonna get into all of that, okay? So first
Mhm.
of all, I want to thank you for being here.
Of course.
And to start, just tell us a little bit about your story, where you grew up and when basketball first became a part of your life.
Okay, so I was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. And like I mentioned earlier, my mom is American, my dad is Nigerian. My mom is from Greenville, South Carolina. My dad is from Abia State, Nigeria. So that's how I'm able to have that dual citizenship of that American passport and the Nigerian passport. So I started playing basketball in third grade, but I hated it at first.
Really?
Yeah, I absolutely hated it at first because growing up, I was such a girly girl. I was into cheerleading, I was into step team, I was into fashion. Like I just
I
wasn't into
remember
the
you
boys'
being into
sports.
fashion.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
remember you
into the
dressed.
boy sports. I wasn't into the sweating, but my mom, she encouraged me, like, hey, Ezzy, just try something different. Like, I want you to just try. You just never know, you might like it. I tried it and I'm like, oh my God, mom, I love this. I was the only girl at the time playing on like a small fry basketball team, and I
Okay.
enjoyed it. I had such a great time. I wasn't as good, so that was a little frustrated. But my mom was like, don't worry about the talent. Just make sure you're having fun, and then everything else will solve itself. So yeah, third grade, I picked up the ball, and then I never dropped it ever since then. So I've just been pushing and playing, and then just every day was about getting better. Every day was about just trying to find who this athlete was inside of me, and yeah, it all worked out. Every day, every single day, rain, shine or snow. Me and my mom were outside every day at Westside Park, right on 17th Street every day, and my mom was we would work on shooting, we would work on defense, we would work on free throws, layups, just everything she can teach me. And then after she told me the fundamentals, I was able to like go to more of the practices. I was able to get a trainer, just really take it serious. And I'm really happy my mom made me start playing basketball for sure.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, did your mom play?
No, my mom didn't play basketball at all. She did watch it. My Surprisingly, my mom is a basketball buff. Like she knows basketball facts, news, old news. Like I don't know, she just loved the sport, but she never played. So her
Mhm.
teaching me was just like strictly off of what she learned by just watching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That is amazing because I
Mhm.
still get lost in basketball. I'm more of a football girl. I just learned what a pick and roll was. Like,
Really?
girl, yes, I'm
And I
terrible.
get lost with I'm like that with football.
I
Like
love football.
I just found out that the field goal and the touchdown, two different points. It's like it's a lot. It's a lot.
See, basketball moved too fast for me. That's the
Oh,
thing. Like,
okay.
I'm like this the whole time. Just
Yeah.
okay, okay. What he did? What? That's a pick. Oh, what is what? Yeah. So basketball, I'm still learning. I
hmm
was forced to play when I got to high school, and yeah, it didn't go well. It wasn't.
Oh.
It was
Did
not
you
for
play
me.
any did you play any other sports?
Softball.
Softball. Okay, yeah.
Softball was my sport.
hmm
Softball. That's my. I'm trying
That's
to
your
get my
bread and
baby
butter
in.
right there.
Yes. Okay, my son actually wants to play baseball, so I'm excited because he just
Oh,
turned 5.
wow.
So he's finally at the age where I can start putting him in stuff. So so
Yeah,
excited.
that's
I'm gonna be his
amazing.
mom
Now
at
he
the
can
end.
live through you. Yeah, you can live through him, your
Right,
softball days.
right, right. So you attended Science Park High School in Newark
Yeah.
and became the first woman there to ever score over 2,000 points. What did
Mhm.
that moment mean to you personally?
Honestly, it meant a lot to me personally. And let me tell you why, because I got so much backlash for going to science, right? Because when you think of, yeah, when you think of New Jersey schools, you think of Shabazz,
Way.
University, Weekway, Bloomfield Tech. Science, we were known for back then for just academics. We were a magnet school. You had to take a test to get in, so it wasn't really known for academics. And everybody was like, "Why didn't you go to Shabazz or University? They got the best basketball programs." Yeah, but I don't want to follow my friends. Like I've been in the shadow with my friends since I first started playing basketball. I want to create my own name for myself. So when I went to science and I saw what I was doing with the program and just breaking all these records, I was just so proud of myself for just not only just going to a school that wasn't known for basketball and putting them on the map, but because I stand firm in my decision and I knew that okay, it's a risk not going to school with your friends. It's a risk not going to one of the top schools, but it's also a good opportunity for you to make a name for yourself and for you to just
Mm-hmm.
get out the
Stand
shadows of
out.
everybody else. So it was such a huge experience for me. It was just such a huge blessing to like break those records, and I would never forget when I got my first like headline in the newspaper, because months prior to that, I was like, "Mommy, like I want to get my name in bold letters. I want to get my name in the newspaper. Like I'm doing so good at science. Like when my name's gonna be out there." And then the next week, my name was in the headline in the school paper, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like I've been working so hard for this moment." It just feels good as a kid to like really work hard for something, and then you be begging, begging, begging to see the reward, and then you finally get it. Just like wow! Like if you just keep working hard and be patient, it'll come. It might not come exactly when you want it to, but it'll come at the right time. So when I broke the record at science, it was like, wow, like all this hard work I've been doing, all the years, all the practices, like it's finally paying off and it's the proof is in the work.
Mm-hmm.
So it was such a huge blessing for me.
That's very bold because most people, that young age, freshman in high school, you want to follow your friends. You
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
go where they are. So to step out on faith and actually go your own separate way and make a name for yourself and break records,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
amazing. Yes,
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm telling you now, I'm gonna be smiling this whole interview because oh my goodness, this is dope. So you accepted a full scholarship to Savannah State
Yeah.
University and HBCU. How did that college experience shape you both on and off the court?
Oh, first of all, tremendously. Well, let me just start there. Savannah State was not my first choice. And I'm confident to say that now because me and my coach have a great relationship. So he's not going to look at this interview like, oh, what do you mean wasn't your first choice, right? But my first choice was a much bigger school, Georgia Tech, for example. But my last year in at Science High School, I ended up hurting my knee a little bit, had like a partial tear, right? So when you get as a senior in high school, when you get an injury, a lot of big schools they start to back off.
Mm,
The Techs back off, the Virginia backed off, Seton Hall backed off. Just these big schools started to back off because as a freshman coming into college, they want you to be as healthy as possible. But not Savannah State. The head coach, Coach Cedric Baker, came all the way to New Jersey during my last game of my science high year. He watched my game. He came to my house. My mom cooked him dinner. He sat on my mom's couch and was just like, listen, if you trust me with Ezinne, I want her to come on a visit. Just let me show her the school spirit. Just let me show her how things are there. And then she decide from there. My mom was like, okay, I'm trusting you. Let's do it. Mind you, Savannah State and New Jersey is two completely opposite sides of the world. We're talking about a 13-hour drive, about a 4-hour flight, right? So I ended up going to Savannah State for the visit. Mind you, I went for the visit during homecoming. It was
that's what I was
homecoming.
about to ask you about homecomings, but go ahead.
It was homecoming during my visit, during my official visit. It was homecoming. Shannon Sharp was there. His jersey was being retired. Me and him had the same birthday. It just made when I got to campus for my visit, I just felt like I was at home. I
Mm,
felt like I was looking at my brothers and sisters. I just felt like this was the place I needed to be, right? So I signed that day. I finally get to campus after graduation and just that whole experience of people who look like me, my professors who look like me, remembering how my coach sat in my living room and said, listen, he's going to take care of me. all I actually do is just graduate and play basketball. That's it. Those are the only two things. You graduate school and you give 100% basketball. And that just being there shaped my whole experience culturally, family wise, and just overall from just being away from home and being able to adapt, right? Because I can't just call mom, can you come get me? Like I can't do this. No.
13-hour drive.
Right. It's a 13-hour drive and 4-hour flight. My mom just not gonna hop on the flight. That's not, she was born and raised from Newark, New Jersey. She's a real Newark bred. She's not gonna hop on the flight, you know? So just that whole 5 years at Savannah State was just like I met sisters, brothers, I formed so many connections. My coach actually got me started with the Nigerian national team. So had I never went to Savannah State, I would never ever play for Team Nigeria.
Wow. So
Yeah, my
it worked out the way it was supposed to.
Yes, it worked out exactly how it was supposed to. And just, it was the best decision. I mean, it wasn't the biggest school when you look at it as far as like athletics, but it was the right decision for that moment. And
Mm.
then once again, just like science, I made a name for myself. I broke records. I joined the national team. Like so much good came from it. And I would do it all over again. I really would. I really would.
Shout out to Savannah States because I
I
heard they
know.
homecomings. My mother didn't even go to Savannah, but one of her
Mhm.
friends, they're a couple. Shout out to Larry and Tawana. They graduated. They actually met at college and been together since college. They've been together 20, 30 plus years now. They go every year to homecoming, and my mom go. And I make shirts, and my mom like, yeah, you need to make me a Savannah State shirt. I'm like, you don't go there. You've never been there before.
It's the school spirit that people want, the pride. Like, and
Yes.
you know what's funny? The school motto for Savannah State is you can get anywhere from here. And
Mm.
I've been to the Olympics twice. I've gone over to play Africa. I've played in over 12 different countries. Like that motto, literally living that testimony. Like I can be the mascot for the school because the it's true. Like you really can't get anywhere from Savannah State. Like who would have known just a girl from Newark, New Jersey will go to Savannah State and then now I'm doing all these great things. And it obviously it's because of the talent, but it's because of the steps along the way that made this moment possible.
That is amazing. Like people don't realize how important HBCUs are, especially
Yes.
to Black men and women.
Mhm.
Because when you go somewhere and you see people that look like you and they're
Yeah.
doing great in life, whether they're the dean, whether they're the professor, other
Mhm.
students, just the whole atmosphere that can shape, especially coming from where we come from in Newark. We
Yeah.
don't see, yeah, we see a bunch of Black people in Newark, but we don't see a bunch of successful Black people in
Yeah.
Newark. We see a
But
bunch of
not just, and sorry to cut you off, but not just that, we don't see a lot of Black people that care.
mm,
It's a difference to have Black people who, they just there to teach. But when you have teachers that actually care about you and care about, hey, I didn't see your class today. Like, is everything all right? Is there like how things going? Like, okay, here's the assignment for next week. Make sure like you have teachers on campus as events who actually care and they want you to succeed. Like they obviously they're there for their check and to get paid, but you have professors there that genuinely cared about the students. So that was also what I enjoyed too. Like my teachers didn't let me slack off. They knew I was one of the athletes, so they made sure they stayed on me. Like we don't care, you got a game, turn this assignment in before you hit the road for your road game. So
but that's
it
dope.
was
They
that as
kept you
well.
on your toes. Like that's
Yes.
people who don't realize how much we need that as a community to hold
Mhm.
each other accountable and make sure we all good. Like
Yes.
that's dope. Any listeners out there, any high schoolers you trying to figure out where you need to go, put Savannah State on your radar.
Yes. Any
Sure.
HBCU radar. Any
Yes,
HBCU.
yes, for sure. So looking back, what were some of the biggest fears or obstacles when you were first chasing your dream of playing professionally?
Um, I think my biggest fear at first was leaving the country. I mean,
Mm,
it's the difference from leaving state to state, right? But now you're like going out of the country, different time zone, different languages. So my first year I played in Portugal. And at first I was like, wow, like I'm going to Portugal. This is gonna be amazing. But I'm also going out of the country. Like I've never been out the country. Well, I've been out the country before to go to Nigeria, but I've never like been out the country alone by myself, right? I'm
mm.
going to a whole nother country. I'm going to a whole nother atmosphere, a whole nother culture. How can I adapt? So by the time I got over there, it was like, okay, well, you're used to being away from home because you went to Savannah State, so you already have that covered, right? Being away from home won't be too much on you. Then it became the language barrier. Like, okay, I have teammates, but they don't really speak English, so how can I communicate with them? Then also the food. I'm kind of a picky eater, so like I'm not gonna be able to eat the baked mac and cheese and collard greens and fried chicken and fish and shrimp. Like now I have to adapt my diet. Like how can I still find
Mm.
ways to still eat healthy, but still make sure I'm getting enough nutrition to play my sport? So it was just little things like that within myself that made me feel like, okay, wow, I'm stepping into a whole different realm. I'm in a new world. How can I adapt? And I think that was the biggest challenge, just learning how to just adapt and being away from home further away.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
I when I left Jersey, I went to Augusta, Georgia,
Hmm.
and I want to say my first time being away alone would be when I moved here to South Carolina. I was just a little young thing in love, and I moved here for a man,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I am away from my family, like I am away from every. What am I thinking? So I got a question because you played in a bunch of countries.
Yes.
Which country had the best food? Which place had the best food?
Oh, that's
Like
tough.
if you could hop on a
Honestly,
plane right now and go get you a plate from somewhere, what would it be?
honestly, I would say China.
Really?
Yeah, China has the best food. Their food is a bit unorthodox, right? Because they're eating all types of different delicacies and different foods. But it's so fresh and it's
Mm,
good and it's authentic. And if it's a Chinese food, there's a Chinese guy cooking the food. Like
right.
you're not
Because
gonna
there's a
go there.
Hispanic person out here in South Carolina cooking this Chinese food. I'm so confused about that.
Right. Like, not to say that he's not a good chef. It's just that like the food is more authentic when somebody that's actually from there, from the culture, from wherever that place is from, cooking the food. So for me, like I've had good food, but China has had the best food to me. Like from the ramen down to the chicken, down to the seafood, everything just
Mhm.
tastes so good and fresh. And I'm just like, wow, yeah, this is good. And for somebody that loves ramen like oodles and noodles, I love the fresh ramen in China. It's like it doesn't compare to the pack that you get. The
Oh,
little packs of ramen that you get
yeah,
like 30 in the box for like
refrigerator
$4.
right now.
Yes, like it's nothing. I love it. It's fresh and me like like I said, I'm a picky eater. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork, but I'm not opposed to like trying different delicacies like duck or shark, just any different delicacies. And they always have like something for you to try, and it's always good. So China for sure will
Mm.
be the number one spot for food for me.
So what was the craziest delicacy you tried?
Horse.
They cook horse? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Like how
Yes.
did they saute it, fry it? Like
It was like a sauteed meat, but it
mm,
was like sliced, you
okay.
know? So it
Like
was it was
sandwich slice, like sandwich meat slice or
no like how you cut a steak?
hmm
Like meat like that. Like meat you could just cut and just like eat like
okay.
that. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
See, I have to get out more because the craziest thing I've ever ate would either be frog or deer. That would be the
I
craziest
never
thing.
had deer. I had frog before. I had frog legs before, but I
I
had that
had
in
frog
I had
legs
that
in
in
Florida.
Savannah.
Oh,
Hmm.
I had it in Florida. And I had deer. My husband aunt tricked me. It wasn't on purpose, but um we were at a cookout and at the time I was eating beef because I don't eat beef or pork now either.
Hmm.
But at the time I'm thinking it was no, it was pork. I thought it was pulled pork. That's what I thought it was. So I made me a fat, when I say a fat pulled pork sandwich, tearing that thing up. And then she walked by and say, "Oh, you like deer meat?" And I'm looking at her like, this not this not barbecue? Like,
Oh my.
what do you mean? Deer meat.
Wow.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, I did not mean to eat this on purpose.
No, it was good,
Duck is
but
pretty
still.
good too. I've had duck in China as well. Duck is pretty good too.
So how
Yeah.
do they make the duck?
The same. It's like for some reason it's like they cook it first and then slice it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it always remind me of like a steak, how they just cook it and then slice it up. So it's kind of like thin pieces of meat.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
So do they like because I know I've seen like on online and stuff and on TV,
mhm.
they have like the ramen, then they have the different meat slices you can put in, and then
Exactly.
you put the hot water, it
Yes.
cooks it. Is it like
Yes,
that?
exactly. It's
Oh,
exactly like that. It's exactly like that. Yes.
oh, that's
Yes, it is.
dope. Now, see, I would have to. They would have to not tell me what it is first. Like, yeah, just try this.
Just eat it.
Yeah,
Just
just
try
not.
this.
I'm gonna be like,
Don't
no,
tell me what animal.
don't tell me. Let me eat it and then tell me afterwards, and I'll be okay. But if you
Right.
tell me before, I'm not gonna eat it. So let's see. You played across multiple countries, and for the Nigerian national team, what's been one of your most memorable games and why?
My most memorable game was back in 2016, and that was because I hit the game-winning shot against North Korea. Yeah, and that was how I got the name, not the Nigerian Queen. That's how the Nigerian Queen came about. I hit the game-winning shot against North Korea to qualify for the World Cup. But unfortunately, like with the World Cup, they do like a point system. So North Korea ended up beating another team. So that eventually knocked us out of the World Cup running. But
Mm,
just that whole moment for us to beat them, for a Nigerian team to beat a North Korean team, that was just that imploded. That went viral on social media for a few months. I got the name the Nigerian Queen, and people kind of like started to see like, oh, like who is this guard that's playing for Team Nigeria? So that was the most memorable moment for me for sure.
that's so
That's what
dope.
because it shaped who I am today.
I love this is
Mhm.
amazing. I love this because like being from Newark and seeing somebody from Newark like actually doing great. Oh,
Mhm.
I love this for you. Like I when
Thank
I
you
tell you,
so
I've
much.
always been a fan, but like just when I moved down south, and I was like, she go to Savannah. Oh yeah, let me tune in. Let me. Know what I mean, like, I've been to Savannah one time because I went to the beach, but it was out of season for
Heidi
the
Allen.
again. Yeah, went to Tybee Island, but it wasn't game season. But if we would have went during game season, I definitely would have popped up at one of your games because I tell everybody I went to school with her. They'd be like, really? Yeah. They'd be
Oh,
like, where you from?
and speaking of Savannah State, I don't know if I told you this, but my mother came to mostly all of my home games.
Wow.
Yes. I'm talking about was driving down. Yeah.
Right.
If I had to guess, like say if I had 10 home games, she came to at least 7 of them. Wherever I was at, if she can get there, she would.
That's dope though.
Yes.
I
Like,
wanna give a shout out to your mom because
mhm,
people don't realize when you have a great support system that can push
mhm.
you further in life. When you have
Yes.
somebody when you doing something, you can look out in the stands and know somebody out there love you.
Hmm.
That's amazing. So shout out to your mom because
Yeah,
that's
shout out to
dope.
mom. Shout out to you, mommy.
Yes. Hey. Let's see. So you were named MVP at the 2019 FIBA Women's Afro Basket 2019. How did it feel to receive that honor and what did it signal for your career?
Um, so the feeling I was very shocked for okay, like I'm very humble, but I also can be a little naive. So getting that MVP award, I was shocked because when you go into a game, you don't think I'm not thinking, oh, my goal is to get MVP. My goal is to just go out there, give 100%, help my teammates, be a leader, just leave it all out there on the floor. And then so after the game, I can say, wow, okay, give myself a pat on the back. I did everything I wanted to do. So to win an MVP award for doing everything I'm supposed to do, I'm just like, wow, like I'm super grateful. Shout out to my teammates for helping me and putting me in a position to be successful because basketball's a team sport. Like I'm not out here playing by myself. It takes all 5 of us. So I was humbled by winning an MVP. Like it's not an easy thing to do. There's so many talented athletes on the court with me at the same time. So to be recognized for having just excellent effort on both ends of the court. I was just always stunned, and it was such a huge blessing. And all my teammates always had my back and rooting for me and cheering for me, and just wanted to see me win. It was very humbling experience. It was great a great feeling. Like it brought tears to my eyes, tears of joy and happiness to my eyes, and it just always a reminder to keep your foot on the gas. Like, okay, you got MVP, so what's next? You
Mm,
got the trophy. Okay, so what's next? It's always me trying to push for more.
that's amazing. And I do want to point out to people because if I remember, I don't know how much you grew. You're not that tall. You're not
No,
like
I'm
six
five
feet.
eight. I'm 5'8".
So
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't let nobody discourage you.
Don't.
Do
Don't.
not.
It is not about the size of your height. It's about the size of your heart.
Y'all heard it. Y'all, y'all heard it from Queen Nigeria. Y'all,
Yes, exactly. And I know that sounds cliche, but you really got to think about, like, you have some 6 footers and 10 footers who don't really have the same confidence as the short people, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of heart. Like if you just go in there and say, "Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and fight. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how big you are." That confidence within itself can do some amazing things.
it really can. It really can.
Hmm.
Playing intentionally means adapting to different cultures, teammates, and styles. What are some lessons you've learned about resilience and adaptation and teamwork?
Yeah. As far as teamwork, I've learned to just be likable. A lot of times where, games can be intense, with games you either win or lose. And for me, as far as a team, it's just always about being vocal, being a leader, encouraging my teammates, encouraging myself to just, go out there and do the best I can. Sometimes it may not always turn out how you want it to turn out, but as long as you give your best, that's what matters. When it comes to just being resilient. Like me, I've been resilient all my life. Born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. I grew up on 17th Street, 18th Ave. That block right there is nothing but resilience.
Okay.
So that right there, I've learned through growing up, and just overall, just being who I am, and trying to always be authentically myself, no matter what space I'm in. That has really helped me a lot in the basketball world, because a lot of times where you don't know your identity sometimes when you go and play for different teams, and going to these countries and playing in different cultures, you got to adapt to their culture. It's not them adapted to me, I have to adapt to them. So I think just things I've learned over the years playing with different teams, and just how, the things that my mom told me as a child growing up, things that she's instilled in me, things I've learned playing with Nigeria, all those things really helped me and shaped my experience for playing basketball. Things not gonna always be easy. It's not gonna always be how you want it to be. But if you control what you can control, things work out. I can control my emotions. I can control, how people see me. I can control first impressions. I can control, my attitude on the court. Those are things I can control. Everything else you can't control, that's none of your business.
You preaching today? Yes. So everybody has like their own definition of success.
Yeah.
So what does success mean to you now? And has the definition changed since you were younger?
Yes. Success for me when I was younger was getting a basketball scholarship and doing really great things in school and seeing my name in bold letters in the newspaper and breaking records. That was my success as a young kid growing up. My success now is changing the lives of the younger generations that's coming after me. Changing the lives of the kids in Nigeria who are from my hometown. Changing the lives of people who support me or who look up to me. Like that's what I consider success now. I don't know if I told you this, but my ultimate goal in life is to build a community center and a Boys and Girls Club in New Jersey, in Atlanta, and overall Nigeria. Me, we got tons of Boys and Girls Clubs in New Jersey. I
Mhm.
grew up at UCC Community Center right there in 17th Street at Westside Park. I was in a Boys and Girls Club system. Like I know what that's like. So I think for me, success really means living in that purpose and changing somebody else's life.
Mm.
And once I do that, once I build my community center, once I build my Boys and Girls Club, once I start building basketball courts, I can be like, okay, I'm successful because I'm changing the lives of all the younger generations that's come after me, And there's generations who there you have the generation that knows who I am because they're a few years behind me, and then you have the generation who don't know who I am just yet because nobody has told them about me. I want to touch all those generations.
And you will. You
Yeah.
will. You're going
God
to.
willing. God
Yeah.
willing. When I
Yeah.
do that, I'll be like, okay, I've been successful in my purpose. Now I've been successful in different projects, but overall in life, I'll know I've been successful once I do the bigger things.
Mm. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And I can't wait to come visit your community center.
Me
I can't play.
too.
I can't play. But one of my kids might play.
Right. One of them.
One of
And
them.
I
My daughter, I'm trying to get her to play
and
basketball, but
really, is she not?
she like how you she's a girly girl. She's just like, that's for boys. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, yeah, I
She
can feel
started off
that.
with gymnastics, but my daughter is tall. For her to
Oh,
only be 8, she almost my height. And I'm 5'7". Yeah.
volleyball might be a good one.
Say it again.
Volleyball might be a good one.
Okay, because she more females do play that. She
Yeah.
has to try that one because she's
And volleyball is on the rise. They got professional volleyball now.
mm-mm.
Yeah. They got professional volleyball. Yep.
I'm gonna
Yep.
have to check her down.
Overseas and in state. Yeah, volleyball. Yeah, volleyball is coming up. Volleyball is really coming up. It's been coming up now, but I think it's getting more recognition because I've seen a lot of volleyball players that actually a few of Savannah State players are playing overseas in volleyball.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's definitely room for that for sure, especially if she's tall.
Super tall. My husband is 6'5", so she
Wow,
can't beat him.
blessings. I wish I had that height.
I like to think I'm tall. I think
How
I'm tall.
tall are you?
Like 5'7.5" ish.
Girl, bye.
Like that's tall for a girl.
You too close to midget. Because I think the average woman size is what, 5'5"? I think.
Yeah, but no, but I think because I meet a lot of people who's like between 5 foot and 5'3". So I'm like
Oh,
5'7"
wow.
for girls is tall to
Yeah,
me.
that's yeah. Yeah, I think 5'7" is yeah. I think five even 5'6" is tall.
Yeah,
Because 5 foot to 5'3", that's really short.
it is. I didn't realize how short that was, but that's like seeing people and they be like, "Yeah, I'm 5'2", and I'm just like, "Wait a
You
minute,
down there?
I'm a little tall. Hold on." No, but I hope she gets into sports because
Mhm.
she quit gymnastics. That was her thing, and she was really good at it. But yeah, I'm not one of them parents who gonna make force her to stay in it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when she was like, "Yeah, I'm done," I'm like, "You sure?" I made her go to one more practice. After that practice, she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm sure." I was
I'm
like, "Okay."
sure.
But that's like putting kids. People don't realize like the boys and girls clubs, like different like community programs that helps kids a lot, especially coming from North, where we come from, where you don't have a lot of support and people positive. How can I say it? Because see, I moved to 17th Street, but I'm from Shabazz area. So
Yeah,
I'm from
yeah.
Urban
You had
Turner.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from I mean, my mother used to live in the projects, okay,
Mhm.
when they were up still. But so like you don't really see any positive people like to show you the way except for the
Yeah.
Boys and Girls Club. Though that's where you go
Yeah.
when you don't want to be in the streets. So we definitely
Mhm.
need more people like you, the people that's already doing it. We need everybody to just continue to reach back. Like that's
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people forget to do. They forget to reach back and help the other people that's from where they from. I'm not saying help everybody, but
Yeah.
do what
But just a
you can.
few. But
Yeah.
also too, you know what I noticed too, Maya, it's also too about the parents. Like a lot of times, like I'm not a parent yet, but I would think that if I was a parent, I would be like, hey, put the phone down, go ahead to the Boys Girls Club, get your homework done, go, it's an after school program, go ahead, go like join some clubs. It's about the parents who kind of encouraging the kids to not just be on the phone all day and just go. Listen, when I was growing up, I had a phone, but I couldn't be on it all day. I had to be outside, make sure I was inside before the street lights come off. Like,
These kids now on
go to
these
community
electronics
center,
is crazy.
go to the Boys Girls Club, Ezzy, go to community center. They got some things going on. Ain't they having a community day today? Ain't they having a field day? Like my mom always pushed me, encouraged me to go to these things because other kids were there. Like how do you and I think also too, it encourages kids to be more socially aware.
Hmm.
Kids nowadays, they just, huh?
Socially awkward.
Okay, I
They have
heard
no
you.
social skills for real.
No social skills at all.
It's
So
sad. I,
yeah.
I try to keep my kids from being like that. Like we live in the country here in South Carolina, and we
Mhm.
got land, and I got them a little place set in the backyard and stuff like that. And after school, to put your bags down, go outside and play. Like go outside, get some fresh air, play because
Mhm.
this electronic stuff it make the kids mean.
Yes.
They
Yes.
mouths, they attitude. Oh my game! I was like, yeah, it's time to get off of it. Go outside. So definitely
Hmm.
parenting plays a part in the success. But nowadays it's a little bit different. As a parent, the reason I can't push my kids to go, or at least maybe it's different down here. I'm not sure about how it is still in Jersey today in 2025, but the Boys and Girls Club here, you got to pay for it. The after school program, you
Really?
got to pay for it.
Is it like a one-time fee or is it like every month?
Oh, every week. Every It's a weekly after school program fee, like the Boys and Girls Club that's at my daughter's elementary school. It was $65 a week, which don't sound like much, but when you a parent like me and I had two kids, one in daycare, I'm paying
Yeah.
160 a week and then another 65 a week. It's like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I don't remember my mother ever paying for a community club or Boys and Girls Club. You just you pay a one-time membership fee, and then that's you're good for the whole year. That includes all your activities. That include wow, times are changing.
Yeah. You got to pay for it.
Remind me to make my community center Boys and Girls Club free. You pay a
Yeah.
one-time fee, your registration fee, you get your t-shirt, you get your khakis, and then that's it. Everything else is
Yeah.
wow. Wow.
I
Okay.
guess because maybe now they have to, well, not because back then they paid staff too. I don't know how it worked, but now you got to pay. At least here in South Carolina, you got to pay.
But when people do community centers and Boys and Girls Club, that's not like state ran. Like the state isn't paying for the staff and
You would
that's
think
so
so.
news to me.
I would think so. I At least back in the day, yes. Or maybe they were getting
Yeah.
grants because it is technically a nonprofit. So maybe they were getting the grants to help them, keep it
To
afloat.
sustain it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think now there may be I don't know. I really don't know why they charge so much. Because just
Wow.
think
I'm
about it.
glad.
Their Boys and Girls Club is at their school. So it's like you have hundreds of kids that come after school. $60 a kid a week is crazy.
Exactly.
Y'all making
So it's
y'all
only kids
making
for
bank.
their school. So they're not like let outsiders come in. It's only kids for their
No,
school.
here in South Carolina, no, only the kids that go to that school, and
See,
it's a program at every school.
so what's the point of that? That's not a community center or what's that's like community center mean everybody from wherever state they live in can come and
You would think that
wow.
is that's okay. Yours is gonna be different. Yours gonna
Yeah,
bring
I'm
back
glad
the
we
old
talked about that
school
because that,
feeling.
yeah, that could be something I definitely think about. I hadn't, wow. Okay, okay, yeah, I had to take a mental note
Yep,
of
we're
that
gonna
for
we're
sure.
gonna have that membership fee.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if is
it.
it gonna be a yearly membership fee, like a renewal fee every year,
Yeah,
or
I would, yeah.
that's good.
How I envision my community center cut. You pay your registration fee. You pay that once a year. And then the kids just come. We try to provide lunch because I'm thinking it's gonna be state rent. Like if I have it in Atlanta, the state gonna be I get my grant for Atlanta, the state covers that, the kid pay their 1 year registration fee, they get their t-shirt, their lunch, and they have access to everything in the community center. The gym, the computer lab, the library, and
Mm.
then every
I mean,
year
but
if they
that
want to
could
come
just be
back, they
South
renew.
Carolina. It could just be South Carolina's a little different. South Carolina a little off.
Maybe. But with the government nowadays, people are probably charging because the sustainability nowadays, especially for a building like a community center, I could just imagine. uh, Yeah,
I would think grants would pay for all of that stuff. See, we're
that's
gonna
what
have
I
to
would
figure
think
that part out.
too. We got for sure. That's another Zoom. That's another episode.
Well, for real, we're gonna have to figure that out because yeah. I'm excited though. This community center, we definitely gonna speak it into existence. It's gonna come to life. I can't wait.
Yes.
You said one in Atlanta and Jersey
Yep.
and
And in
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Yep.
That is dope. You gonna put one in Savannah too?
I would consider putting one there. Yeah, for sure. For
That's
sure.
amazing. Oh my goodness. So part of what you do off the court involves entrepreneurship and empowerment
Mhm.
of young girls in sport. Can you talk about the vision for that work, which is we just talked about that. But
Yeah.
I know you said you had a camp.
Yes.
So tell me about the
Mhm.
camp.
So I created this kind of like an academy called Clamps Only, where I teach the art of defense only. And I came up with this concept because for me, I'm a defensive player, I'm defensive minded, and I saw how defense has shaped my game tremendously, right? But there's nobody teaching the art of defense anymore. There's nobody teaching the fundamentals. There's nobody teaching just how to teach your athlete to stay on the court as long as possible. Everybody's teaching how to do finger roll, how to shoot like Steph Curry, how to dribble like Kyrie, but nobody's teaching the fundamentals of defense. So I created this academy called Clamps Only, and I'm having a basketball camp this month in New Jersey. It's actually being sponsored by East Orange Athletic Department. The mayor's going to be there and everything, but not just basketball. I think for me, my nonprofit, the We Move Foundation, I want to give opportunities to kids through sports, education, and mental wellness. All three of those things has played an important role in my life growing up. Obviously, the sport basketball has shaped who I am today on all aspects. Education. I've graduated with my degree at Savannah State, so I know what it takes to be a student athlete, right? I know what it means to go to class. I know what it means to really excel in the classroom first, because before you're an athlete, you're a student. And then the mental health is a great correlation to me as well, because I understand what it means to be an athlete and still times where you feel like you can't play your sport, or times where it's hard when you feel like you don't have nobody there for you, or it's just you're just mentally in a space where you feel like everything is going wrong. And I feel like those three things are the main things that athletes and kids need in general to just excel. And my nonprofit is trying to offer opportunities where we offer different avenues so that the kids can excel in those three specific categories. And essentially, the Clem's only defense was like is like the biggest thing of the sports world. And I'm liking where it's going so far. I'm getting a lot of feedback from you on Instagram. Some of my posts are going viral. A lot of people are leaning in and tapping into it, because the art of defense and the love of it is lost. You know, like even when you watch basketball games today, you're seeing the scores like 102 or 85. Those are high scoring games because nobody is playing defense. Everybody just shooting the ball, shooting the ball, shooting the ball, playing offense. Nobody is showing the beauty of defense. So that's essentially what my academy is about. And funny enough, my community center, I will have a piece in there that's dedicated specifically to clips only, and kids will actually be able to graduate from my basketball academy to allow them to, yeah, it's my vision for this is has extended almost to 10 years.
Oh
So
man,
the sports just happens to be, sports is not the main thing. Sports just happens to be like the spearhead to lead everything else.
that's amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's important. Now, if I would have known somebody like you back in the day, I probably would have played basketball.
Mm.
I probably
Really?
Yeah, so remember I told you I played for a little bit, but I sucked. I
Yeah.
only know the defense. That's it. I don't know. I can't shoot. I can't do anything else, but I can definitely stop you. Like I can
Hmm.
stop you, but I can't do anything else outside of that. So if
Hmm.
people taught more of that, it'll be more good players out there because people don't. They just want to be able to shoot. They want to be
That's
able to shoot
it.
the ball and shoot. Everybody want to shoot because the shooter gets the most shine, I guess they think.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm.
no, that's important. Definitely stay sticking to the fundamentals of the game because
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank
So,
you
in the
so
world
much.
of women's sports, especially for girls of color and international athletes, what are some challenges you see and how do you try to help shift the narrative?
Some of the challenges I see, especially for somebody like me, a woman of color, is we get a lot of backlash, not from everybody, but we get a lot of backlash for being ourselves. You know, we get a lot of backlash for speaking our mind, because it
Hmm.
always, to some people, always come off as aggressive, right? There's this notion that when we speak, or when we speak up for ourselves, or when we stand up for ourselves, we're being we're being aggressive, we're being overbearing, we're doing too much, right? So how I've learned to flip the narrative is to just continue speaking up, but do it in a way where I'm being respectful to all the parties, but I'm also standing firm in how I feel in my decision. It's nothing like, being authentic and living in your purpose and staying true to who you are, and no matter what setting I'm in, no matter what platform I'm speaking on, I don't code switch. I don't change how I speak. I don't change, the image I'm trying to give off. I just be myself. And I think that has definitely helped me along the way, because other girls get to see my posts, they get to see my videos, they see my interviews and say, wow, like she's not changing anything. She's not talking proper all of a sudden. She's being herself. She's speaking eloquently. She's getting her point across without it being combative or without it being aggressive. And I think that's important in today's world, because you just never know how people think. You never know how people are going to perceive you. Sometimes people have prejudgments before you even say one word. They look at your skin, they look at your hair, they look at how you dress, say, oh well, we know she might be a problem, or oh no, look at her hair. She's just too much.
Hmm.
So for me, like I said, shaping the narrative have just been just being myself authentically and unapologetically, no matter what space I'm in, and standing in that, leaning in that, and still trying to find a way to still be in a room where I can be in a room with those higher people. I can represent people of color. I can be in a room and still get get the message across without it coming off as, somebody who's doing too much.
I love that because that is a preconceived notion when it comes to
Mhm.
black women is that we just got a nasty attitude or
Yeah.
what they say, excuse me, but resting bitch face. Like
Yeah.
we're regular people and it's it's never an issue until we speak up for ourselves. And I think
Mhm.
that women in sports actually I admire women in sports because for the men, a lot of them or how it has been for the past however many years is shut up and dribble, shut up and
Mhm.
play. And a lot of men are okay with that, where they just shut up and play. They don't
Yeah.
speak out against, the injustices that's going on in the world. And I see more women athletes speaking out than I do men athletes. And I love how how eloquent y'all are. Like y'all can get it across, but y'all not like, oh no, so
Exactly.
I love that. I really love that. And you listen, you do an amazing job, girl. You better
Thank
keep
you
it
so
up.
much. Thank you.
Yes. So I'm about to get a little personal.
Okay.
When you're not playing or training, how do you recharge? What's your go-to routine for your mind, body, and spirit?
hmm So my go-to routine is I'm a really big journaler. I love journaling. I love writing. So that's the first thing I do. I definitely take my time to relax and decompress. When I say relax and decompress, is mean no social media, no screen time. I just really like just sit in my moment and like fully recharge my battery. So I journal, I relax and recharge, like no social media, no screen time, just like really be one. And most importantly, if it doesn't serve me or it's not for me, it's a no. Like
Mm,
I've had trouble in the past saying no. And what I mean by that is, say for example, my friend want to invite me somewhere, but I'm just like I want to go to support her, but I'm just not really feeling it at the moment. Hey girl, I love you. I'm just not feeling it today. I'm not gonna be able to make it, but let me know about your future plans and I'll be there. Or if somebody like, hey, like I'm having this, like come on, come outside. No. Like if it doesn't serve me, no. If I
I
if I
think
don't
that's
want to do
something I'm
it,
battling with right
no.
now.
Yeah, and me like I have this thing where I have a social battery. Once my social battery hit about 50%, it's time to go home.
Mm,
Once I'm if it gets lower to 40% and 30% and I'm not home, now I have to find a way to like get away to like really find time for myself to like physically recharge and then boom. Even if that means going to my car for a second, take some deep breaths, get it out, and then boom, recharge. But I have to recharge. So if it's not for me, it's a no. I
yeah.
journal and I really take time to myself from social media, from TV, from phone screens in general, and just be one.
See, that's something that I'm working on because I have a problem with saying no. It's literally, oh Maya, you want to come here? You want to do this? Now that I'm like a content creator and I have a platform, everybody want to invite me places. And I'm like,
Um,
yeah, yeah. And then now I'm in a space where like, girl, you're tired. Like you're
yeah,
drained. Like you need to start saying no. It's not, you're not saying you have to benefit from every situation, but if it's not benefiting you, like, or you not feeling it, it's okay to say no.
exactly. You've never seen a cup with holes in it that's able to be filled up to the top.
Never.
Like that just no. Mm-mm.
Oh man. That so y'all taking a break,
Yeah.
decompressing.
Taking a break is okay. Decompressing is okay. Saying no is okay. There's gonna be another event. There's gonna be another party. There's gonna be another day for you to get content. It's
Mm,
okay. And I think also too, it's important to just disconnect. Like a lot of times being plugged into something, that's a lot of energy. It's just a lot of giving, giving, giving. It takes a lot of energy to give, right? And not only that, you have to think about the energy that you're receiving from others. That's a lot. And me, I'm an
draining.
empath. I'm an empath. So if somebody call me right now and they're sad, I'm gonna start feeling sad because, and then on top of the sadness, I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm also a problem solver. What can I do to not make you feel sad no more? Or what can I do to help you?
Mhm.
So that's like energy being pulled and given. So sometimes you just gotta unplug from that and just like, okay, not today. I just need like 2 hours. I'll call you later on.
Listen, I need a break so bad. I'm about to go on a cruise next week, and I did not pay for the internet package to force me to stay off my phone
Yeah. And
because
now
I
me buy none when you get there. That'll mean buy none when you get there.
Ooh. You know what?
Be
That's why I said
ready.
I'm not gonna get it. I am gonna still get content and stuff, but I'm just gonna record it on my phone and my camera and just
Yeah.
wait till I get back home to post because
Yes.
I need that time away, that break. Because people don't understand, like, no matter what field you in, somebody's going. It's people who literally live their lives to be negative. Like
Hmm.
it's literally people who come to my page just to say something negative. It's probably people out there in the world who watch your games just to say something
Yeah.
negative.
Yes.
Like, and that stuff get draining. Like, it's very draining to deal with people like that. So yeah, definitely take a break, decompress, put
Mhm.
that phone down, even if it's just like 2 hours out the day or something. Put it down, take a break,
Mhm.
woosah, because
Mhm.
your mental health is more important than anything.
Yeah, for
Because your
sure.
mental health can cause you to physically get sick.
Yes.
So take a break, y'all. So for someone listening who has a big dream, maybe playing at a high level, maybe leading a movement, but feels stuck, what would you say to them right now?
That's a great question. And I get asked this a lot and my I feel like my answer is always different. But I would just say stay locked in. I know a lot of times days seems like, oh, you're not going anywhere, but if you just stay consistent, stay locked in, stay dialed in, stay 10 toes down on your dream and what you want to do, everything will work out in the end. Be your biggest supporter. A lot of times we look for outside support and outside validation to see if we're doing the right thing, but all we need is our own validation and our own support and our own motivation. And and also be yourself. Like we live in a world where social media is so huge, and a lot of time you can get imposter syndrome from seeing other people and what they're doing, and they might be the same age as you, it might be moving faster than you. Your journey is not their journey. You
Mm-hmm.
know, just stay locked in what you're trying to do. Be your biggest supporter, be your biggest motivator, and just keep going. Like don't give up. Like I know the road may seem long, but once you get to the end of the tunnel, the reward is always so much sweeter than the journey and than the work. So just stay locked in, stay motivated, be your biggest supporter. Don't let negative thoughts fill your head because I believe in power of the tongue. Whatever you speak, it comes back to you. So speak positive things. Even when you're not feeling good, I'm gonna have a great day today. I'm gonna be in good spirits today. I'm gonna give it 100% today. When you speak that things into the universe rewards you. So just stay locked in and just stay motivated and just believe in yourself and stay true to yourself.
Seriously, people don't understand how consistency can really
Mhm.
make a big difference. You
Yes.
can go from being the worst player to the best player if you stay consistent and you really grind that thing out. Even
Mhm.
when it comes to being in the content world, consistency is key. I tell people this all the time because I coach people on how to grow their platforms because I grew my platform organically by myself, no help, no
Wow,
money
that's
behind it,
awesome.
no nothing. So I tell people all the time, it's consistency. You may see somebody post a video today and go viral, but then
Mhm.
they can't keep up that virality. You can't
Mhm.
because it's a one-off situation. But if you're consistent and you keep putting yourself out there into the algorithm, eventually people gonna be like, oh, I see her all the time. Okay, let me follow her. Okay, let me
Mhm.
engage with her. And then that's how you grow your platform organically because you don't want a bunch of people who see one viral video and they only like you for that one viral
Yeah.
video. And then they don't like nothing else that you post. Now you're not making no money.
Mhm.
Consistency is key. Just because you see somebody go viral today, don't mean you won't ever go viral. You just have to stay consistent and keep going. I'm telling you, it took me about a year to build my platform, and now I have over 200,000 followers. And I'm
Wow.
so proud of that because I'm like, I did that by myself.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
amazing, Maya. I'm happy for you. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you. Because I for the longest, oh, I want to touch on this because for the longest, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what I wanted to be. Like I wasn't like how you were. You knew basketball. You like basketball. You love basketball. That was your thing. I had no clue what I wanted to do. I was going to work every day, and I realized like, yeah, well, this working stuff is not for me. It's ghetto here. I don't want to
Mhm.
punch a clock every day, but I don't know what I want to do either. And then I'm
Mhm.
one of those free spirits where I try everything. Okay,
Yeah,
licensed hairstylist. I love fashion. I got a clothing line. Like I
a
I
little bit
try
every jack of all trades.
I've tried it all. And then the thing that stuck with me is I love to talk.
Hmm.
I love talking. I don't care what it's about. I can talk about anything. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just start doing content. And then after doing it, I started getting imposter syndrome. Like, you know what? Why my videos not going nowhere? This person went viral. This person did that. And then it stopped me for a long time. Like I wasn't working. And then like I wasn't being consistent in my content. And then it didn't go anywhere. And I literally fell into a depression.
Oh
So
wow.
literally imposter syndrome can hinder you more than anything. Never compare yourself to anybody else because your journey is your journey alone. No,
Yes.
no two people, even you could be a twin, y'all still not gonna walk the same journey.
Hmm.
Your path is your path and their path is their path. So stop looking at other people thinking you're supposed to have what they have. You're gonna get what you're supposed to have when you're
Yes.
supposed to have it.
Hmm.
Yeah, stay the
And
course.
I also, sorry, and I also want to touch on something you said too, Maya. Like, like be a jack of all trades. Like, you don't have to just do one thing. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
for the people that's watching, if you feel like you want to do something else, do it. Like, you don't have to. Nobody's telling you you have to do this. No, the talents are limitless. Like, there's so many things that you can do. There's so many jobs. There's so many avenues to success. Whatever you want to do, do it. Like, you don't have to just be one niche. You could be somebody with 10 different niches. Now you're doing this is it. Like, yeah, it'll be more time consuming, but if you enjoy it and you're happy and you have a way where you can like manage all those things, do it. Don't feel like you just have to be stuck in one thing.
Because you really don't. And
Mm-mm.
people love to tell you that when you first start out, like, yeah, just stick to this. But when you
Yeah.
look at people like DC Young Fly, everybody know I love him. That's my man in my head, even though I'm married. Love me some DC Young Fly. But DC Young Fly, Tabitha Brown, just a lot of creators, B Simone. I can name a lot of people. None of them just do one thing. And I
Hmm.
don't think nobody ever told them they had to just do one thing. So don't let anybody tell you that you have to be stuck. Don't let people put you in a box
Yes.
because it's hard to get out of that box.
Hmm.
Let's see here. So, if you could speak to your younger self, that
Hmm.
high school version of you and Nork, what's one piece of advice you would give?
One piece of advice I would give to my high school self. Bye. Um, I don't know. That's a good question. I've never thought about that before. Like I know I would tell my younger self like just stay the course and stay motivated and about, all those things. But if I had to really tell my younger self one thing, I would just say, honestly, you know what I would really say? Your friends are an extension of who you are.
Mm,
You are the company you keep. You've done a great job so far with the friends you've made along the way, but be mindful of that as you transition from high school to college to some friends are there just for specific seasons, they're in your life for a moment. And then you have friends that'll be your friends all the way from high school all the way till now. I have friends that I'm actually still friends with, and do you have some friends that you'll lose along the way? That's okay.
mm. Yeah, because when you're young, you think friends supposed to be forever. Like it's like a
Yeah.
heartbreak when you lose a friend.
Yeah, you think you're gonna go to college together and find your husbands together and live next door, your houses and your dogs and kids gonna play
You really
together.
planned that as a kid.
Yeah.
I had a guy best friend and a girl best friend, and our plan was to buy some land. We all
Mhm.
live in a house on the same land. Like my house was in the middle, their house was on the other side. Like we was gonna have fish in the floor. I remember all of it.
Mhm.
We planned it out to the T. And I'm not friends with them people no more.
Yeah. Yeah, and it happens. It happens. So I would definitely tell my high school self just enjoy your life, enjoy your time in high school, make all the friends you want because you may not still be with those people from years to come.
Hmm. So, what is one mindset shift or habit you believe made the biggest difference in your journey?
Athletically, I think the mindset shift was became more important on taking care of my body, right? A lot of times when we play in a sport, especially at a high level, we forget how important it is to take care of our body. our body's just like a car. You know, you got to get your oil changed, you got to get your air in your tires, you got to get your brakes fixed, you got to get your tune up. You know, you got to get your all. So I think for me, the mindset shift of once I started playing professional basketball and realizing that every country I go to, they're not going to have the top trainers, they're not going to have the top facilities. So I really had to really like lock in and dial in with myself and try to find ways to stay healthy. You know, ice bath, stretch, you know, get massages daily, making sure I'm getting the right proteins in my body, the right vitamins. So I think that mindset shift alone has allowed me to play this long. Like I've had injuries along the way, but even with those injuries, I still know how to manage, how to make sure I'm taking care of my body, make sure I'm getting the adequate rest, make sure I'm getting the right treatment, whether it's icing, whether it's like I said, massages, acupuncture, just making sure the same effort I give on the court, I get that same effort when it comes to taking care of my body because longevity is important, right? Like I've been playing for 11 years now, but I want to keep on going. I want to do one more Olympics. That's in 2028. That's 4 years from now. So in
Mm.
order to do that, in order to have the longevity, I got to make sure I'm still taking care of my body. You know, so that mindset shift within itself, like the physical aspect of it, has definitely been the most crucial thing
Mm.
because I'm
Oh,
playing pretty much all year round.
oh
Yeah.
man. So when you like play in like other countries, do you
Mhm.
like still live at home and then just travel there for those months or
So okay, for example, for now, I signed a contract to go play back in China. So I'll leave my apartment here. I'll leave December 15th, go to China. I'll be there from December to about April, and then I come back home.
okay.
So once I sign a contract and they tell me, okay, we want your arrival date to be this, boom, I pack up my bags, I go, I'm over there for that amount of time that my contract says. When my contract ends, I come back home.
That is amazing. And you get to go have some of your favorite food.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
So what's next for you? How are you defining the next chapter of Beyond Normal for yourself? Because I don't know if you know, but the podcast name is Beyond Normal.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of us we're not normal, and it's okay. It's okay to
Yeah.
stand out. It's okay to think outside the box. It's okay to be different, and it's okay to chase your dream as long as you're being authentically you. So that's
Yes.
what the podcast is about. So what's next for you?
What's next for me is obviously still playing basketball, but I didn't sign this year until December because I made it my mission to be more philanthropic this year. I've been preaching about community and about giving back to the younger generation that I really want to be boots on ground. Like that song, I really wanted to be boots on the ground and actually like doing the work behind the scenes and doing all that. So that has been my focus now. Like, yeah, basketball is a part of me, but I want to be more philanthropic. I want to give back more. I want to be in the field. I want to be, you know, helping put cement down on the court that I'm trying to build. I want to be in the rooms where people I can speak to about the community center, about grants. Like, I want to actually be in the space where I'm actually doing the work outside of basketball. So that's the goal right now. Like, yeah, I'll still go to China, but in the back of my mind, I'm still want to be community driven, be boots on ground, and really start giving back in ways that doesn't show up on the court.
You know what? We gonna have to do some work together because I have some ideas
I
with
would love
some
that.
we can yes we gonna do some work together. So
Okay.
I have some rapid fire questions. Okay,
Okay.
it's just three of them. One book you recommend every athlete or creator to read.
Um, I forget the name of the book. Atomic Habits.
Mm. I wonder if
Atomic
that's.
Habits
No, I don't think that's the same person.
by
It's
James L. I forget his name. It's around his. My book is around here somewhere, but I
mine
read
is
it
this,
and
the Four Agreements.
oh, I like that. I might have to. What is
Love
that
this.
about? Is that like a?
So it's about mindset shift. It's about like the Four Agreements. I'm trying to see if I can they all like out. But the Four Agreements, one of them is like don't take anything personally. Like stop taking everything personally because the reality is you can be outside, you step on somebody's shoe and they haul off and get mad and start cussing you out. They're
Yeah.
not really mad that you stepped on their shoe. At the moment, yeah, it's about the shoe, but it's something deeper inside of
Yeah.
them that they're mad about.
Mhm.
So stop taking everything personally because once you stop taking everything personally, it stops the escalation. Because if
Yeah.
you don't take it personally, then you're not going to escalate and get the yapping back, and then it don't have to go nowhere it don't need to go.
Hmm.
And then one of the other one is be impeccable with your words. Don't make assumptions and always do your best. Those are the four
I
ingredients.
might need that book. Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to get that book.
Honestly, I've
I
read
told
this book
myself,
like 3, 4 times. Like I love
really?
this book. Yeah. Anytime I'm having a moment where I'm ready to really snap, I'll be like, you know what?
Uh-huh. It's another book that I really love. I just can't remember the name. I know it's um I know it's about a guy who leaves Spain to like find some type of treasure. The whole time it was in Spain the whole time. The book is like
Mm,
it's like orange and yellow.
oh,
Oh my, I
when
have
you
to
find it, send me the name of it so I can get me one.
I sure will. The Alchemist.
I've heard of that, but I haven't read
The-
it.
oh my God. I love that book.
Let me write that down. I need to add that
The
to my list.
Alchemist. Yes, that is the name of it. It's orange and it's like has like I think like a picture of a sun. It's like orange and yellow, like an orange and yellow book. It's called The Alchemist. And it's pretty much about like this guy who like just traveled the world looking for like this buried treasure whole time it was in his hometown.
Wow,
Yeah. Like it's obviously other hidden messages under that, but when I read that book, I was just like, wow, 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 wow.
that's dope. So, what's a quote or a mantra that keeps you going?
A quote or mantra that keeps me going. Do I have one? Well, there's some, so I always tell myself, don't be insane. Because insanity doing the same thing, expecting the same result. So I think
Mm,
that mantra always, I know it's a little crazy, but that mantra sticks with me because a lot of times we do the same thing, expecting different results. And it's like, no,
mm.
that's not how life works. So I always tell myself, like, don't be insane. Like, today you got to do something different.
That's
Do
actually
something
pretty
different
good.
today.
That's
Yeah.
actually dope because a lot of us are insane.
Yeah.
And
Not
we get mad
insane
when
like
people tell
crazy
us
wise, but just
we keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. And it's that if you keep doing the same thing and after the second time nothing changed, it's probably not going to.
exactly.
So the next game, product, or initiative we should look out from you, I would say, is it the center?
Yeah, yeah. That's the next. So the next small, I guess when I say small, I mean like small, but the next small project will be my upcoming camp in New Jersey. But the bigger initiative that people should be looking forward to is me working on building my Boys and Girls Club in my community centers. It's going to be a stretch, but I think that if I'm in a room with the right people, if I'm reaching out to the right people, that it could definitely happen sooner than I think. So that's like the big picture right now. Just also too, I want to build a basketball court. So that can be something that people would look forward to as well.
Yes. So where can our listeners find you online and support what you're doing on and off the court?
Yeah, so you can find me online on Instagram at underscore the Nigerian Queen. You can also follow my nonprofit page at We Move Foundation or my Clemps Only page, Clemps Only Defense on Instagram. Or you can find me on Facebook as Ezinne Kalu Phelps.
Yes. And final question. What
Mhm.
does beyond normal mean to you?
Beyond normal being means to me being yourself, being unapologetically yourself and living in that, standing in that no matter who's around, no matter what someone says to you, no matter what people perceive of you or prejudge of you. Beyond normal means being yourself and living in that in every weird way possible.
Yes, I love that. So, y'all, this has been another great episode of Beyond Normal. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go look up Ezinne and all of her foundations. Make sure you support, even if you can't donate. Make sure you like, share, comment, get her pages out there because that's what we do. We spread the love. Y'all have a good one. Have the day you deserve.
Bye.